Portland starts out with the ball. Here's the starting group for Portland. Avdia out there with Toumani Camara. Then there's Jrue Holiday. Then it's Donovan Clingan. And it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. Buries it from three.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Now, Cunningham gets credit there for attacking the defense on the interior, making them foul him in the process.
Hey, Cunningham. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Well, Cade is a former #1 pick, and the expectations were there, and it took a few years, and now he is a force to be reckoned with.
We got this. We got this.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Outside Carter. To the left side wing. Left side Camara. Back to Carter. 5 on the clock. 19-footer. The rebound by Detroit. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Winters can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, it does. I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. You've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, the different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continually with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, VA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Well, that is a beautiful release from Cunningham. He's got that jumper dialed in.
Back to Camara. Portland moving it around. Carter finds Avdia. Carter, a screen on Cunningham. And the basket by Holiday.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Duren. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Stolen. Here's Winters. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Has to Clingan. Now here's Carter. Off target from three-point range. Here's Bottoms from the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Off the outside. Outside Carter. Pass to Holiday. This one for 3. Duren with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. He's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Winters can't hit. Blazers trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Clingan. The rebound by Detroit.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Look here at some of the numbers for Cade Cunningham.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
Now Avdia, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Pass to Clingan. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Blazers trail by 6. All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. And clearly, with our usual, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, do we have any outlets here? I charge my phone right now. Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got to be open.
Deshaun's carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
So far, they've had a lot of success
Take a break.
off fast
Take a
break
break.
plays, and they'll
Two
probably
shots.
continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
That free throw is good from Thompson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. Portland moving it around. Kamara. No good with the triple. And here's Detroit. They're on a 15-4 run. The putback. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Down low. It's picked off. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Carter. Cunningham against Holiday. Off the outside. 5 to shoot. Outside Kamara. Launches a 3. Portland again missing. The Pistons lead by 8. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Holiday, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Carter finds Holiday. Here's Kamara. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to come. And so what we're seeing is teams, most effective lineups, more shooting, and more mobility. That usually overbalance any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
And so timeout call by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. 5th on the list, the Pistons.
And last month, this team was active on the glass, really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 8. Outside Holiday. Back to Klingon. 4-3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Stolen by Carter. The 3 is up. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL versus at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure, they get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Now here's Cunningham. A proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. 6 to shoot. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Pistons, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings.
Right now for Detroit, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Grant comes in for Kamara. Sharp, he's checked in for Carter. And Lillard subbed in for Holiday. The Pistons lead by 13. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, B.A., I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding one or two more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it can go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the three cities at the forefront of these conversations.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First personal foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
At the line for your Pistons, Harris. Tobias Harris, one shot.
Well, you know, he's been around the league a really long time, but Tobias Harris still performs at a high level every night.
Lillard outside. Here's the three. Cunningham with some nice D.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Inside. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And stolen by Cunningham. Harris against Williams. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Grant. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lillard can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 18. And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Grant.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Thompson passes to Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his third assist of the night. Here's Lillard. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Cleveland. To end the run, Detroit with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Lillard. Here's Cunningham. And a nice finish on the layup. Cunningham's got 5 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Avdia, good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Robinson against Avdia. Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But he's off target. Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Pistons, dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
They've got Duren, and it's Harris in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Sharp, no good. The Pistons lead by 20. Out to the wing. Pass to Bottoms. Releases from the wing and drills it. Bottoms has got his second bucket on the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now. Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. With so much parity, it gives every team, if well-managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide-open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well-managed. That's the key. And Detroit has possession. Following the three-point basket by Portland. Shot clock at 6. Duran the screen. Jenkins misses. Blazers trail by 19. And here's Lillard. Outside Kamara. Pass to Lillard. Goes back up. And he lays it in.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Here's Bottoms. He's checked by Carter. Over to the wing. Now here's Duran. Give him 8 points now. Bottoms. Again the miss by the Pistons. Sharp against Duran. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. Lillard finds Carter. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket. How about that pass to set it up?
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Outside, Williams. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And so the ball out of bounds. Out of bounds. Duran touched it last. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago going up against the Bulls.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Outside Sharp. Carter, a screen on Harris. Sharp goes in. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Brian, back over to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. With a moment here, let's see the league's top scorers. taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Hey, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. So it's Portland now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Carter. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Bottoms. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
Here's Winters, doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Duren with a screen on Carter. Launches it. Misses again. 2 for 8 in this matchup.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And that one's good. Lillard.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's Winters. The 3-ball. Portland with a rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Trailblazers. They're in 10th place, but it's early on, so they have time to recover.
Checking out Portland, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
Carter from outside. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a band-aid on this. This is not a tough one.
Quick shot, big shot, freezing face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. All we down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, freezing face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. All we down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, freezing face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. All we down on the low, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, freezing face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. All we down.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Jenkins. Then for Portland, Klingon. He's checked in for Williams. Avdia comes in for Sharp. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Winters. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson with a screen. Cunningham passes to Thompson. It falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. And Portland has possession. A 12-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game. But when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Well, let's see if they can build on that now, because it was a huge confidence booster.
Here's Cunningham. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Winters. Back to Thompson. The three. The rebound by Carter. Carter against Cunningham. And Carter with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bottoms.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Avdia. Outside Carter. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Winters. Winters has got 5 rebounds in the game. Avdia with a steal. Outside Holiday. Outside Kamara. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And as a rebounder, Clingan is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Blazers trail by 10. Pass to Holiday. Carter, high post. And here's Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. The Pistons clear it. Winters has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Cunningham. Here's Bottoms. Kamara covering. Here's Bottoms. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now it's a 12-point Pistons lead.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Carter. Last time, 45 points for him. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Detroit leading by 12. Pass to Duren. Here's Winters. The 3 from Thompson. And Clingan pulls it down. Well, Portland's shooting 59% in this quarter. Terrific. And here's Avdia. Picked by Carter. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Portland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
At the line for the Trailblazers. Avdia, Denning, Avdia. 2 shots. 2.
They throw good, Avdia. He's perfect from the line this time.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham on the wing. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
So good at playing through contact. The body control that Cunningham possesses is impressive.
Carter from outside. Rebound Detroit. 22 was their biggest lead. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Kate gets going. Here's Winters. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. And that's now 7 points for Perez.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
DA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this news right.
Man's got things to do. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
Well, he's really connected and he has great instincts. It's almost like he can sniff out a story better than any.
Now Cunningham. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now here's Abdia. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Carter. Lets it go from 11. And it's Portland scoring again.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's Winters. Count that bucket. Winters has got 9.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Outside Carter from outside the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
It just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Detroit Pistons.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
I think for Detroit, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 11, and Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Abdia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They've already set at the forward spot for a decade.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Toumani Camara out there with Abdia. Then it's Donovan Clingan. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Carter in a shooting guard. Sinks the tray.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Thompson, a screen on Carter. Down low. And the slam got by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I Wish I still had hops like that.
Holiday passes to Carter. Can he keep it going? That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
Here's Winters. He's got 12. And Clingan pulls it down. Klingen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Avdia passes to Holiday from downtown. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
There's a screen. Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Hook loose. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. And we take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play. The officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. 1 more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. And that one falls for Carter. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Holiday. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Next, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
And some timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Avdia. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
And both free throws good for Avdia. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Here's Winters. He's got 12.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the paint. And he jams Drives it home with authority.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Pass to Winters. Takes the three. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Now Avdia. Back to Kamara. Carter from outside. And the three-pointer goes. Carter's got 12 points here in the second half.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Winters. From behind the arc. The shot's good. The assist by Cunningham. And that's now 18 points for Perez.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Ooh, it's stolen away. And it's Thompson penetrating.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Pass to Carter. There's the three. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ryan. Keith Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Kamara. Pass to Holiday. Back to Kamara. Outside Carter. Sends it home from three-point land. Carter's got 31 points.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Takes a three. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Now here's Clingan, covered by Duren. 6 to shoot. Clingan's shot is on. The Pistons lead by 8. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Clingan. Stolen by Carter. Outside Kamara. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Winters. Winters has got rebound number 7 tonight. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. And Detroit another three.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Blazers trail by 11. Pass to Carter. Here's Kamara. Portland moving it around. There's a screen by Kamara. Off the outside. The three. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Here's Bottoms. Duren controls the rebound and the putback. And the Pistons lead by 13.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Carter from outside. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, his production is not in question now if he can just get his teammates involved.
Here's Bottoms. 6 points for him. Here's Winters. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Blazers trail by 10.
Pistons foul. Number 13. Second personal foul. 13 foul.
On defense, Detroit. 22 is their biggest lead. Holiday surveying the floor. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Just 2 to shoot. Avdia can't get it to go. The Pistons lead by 10. Releases from 15. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Outside Holiday. Carter from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Carter's got 37.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
They swipe it. Ball stolen. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Holiday. He's got 9 to the middle. And Holiday powers it home.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Getting ready for Portland. Williams is checked in for Klingon. Grant comes in for Kamara. Sharp, he's checked in for Carter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Holiday. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Grant. The 3 is up. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 7. Down low. Here's Avdia. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Now here's Harris. He has 7. And that one good.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. And Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Jenkins, defended by Lillard. And the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Lillard finds Grant. The 3 is up. They get it again. From behind the arc. On target from range. Grant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Stewart, the pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Thompson, a screen on Avdia. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Lillard looking around. 58 seconds left in the third quarter here. Inside, Dame gets it to go.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Harris. Knocked away. Avdia with a steal. Lillard finds Avdia. Misses the baby hook.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Harris. He's got 11. Pass to Robinson. Over Lillard. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Harris.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. We'll be back in a moment. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Tobias Harris, Isaiah Stewart out there with Cunningham, and it's Winters in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Lillard. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons lead by 8. Harris outside. Pass to Winters from 8 feet away. And it's Portland with a rebound. Now here's Sharp. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Here's Winters. Back to Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Lillard passes to Carter. The rebound by Stewart.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Pass to Bottoms. Three-pointer, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Lillard finds Grant. Picked by Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Harris on the wing. Three-pointer. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. Inside. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Yeah, look at Grant. Quick off the floor before anyone can get in his way.
Cunningham passes to Bottoms. Here's Winters. Now here's Stewart. Surrounded by Klingon. Detroit moving the ball around. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
The free throw drops for Harris. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. He just gets the job done. Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Carter against Cunningham. Beyond the arc. And Carter with the block. Over Cunningham. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons lead by 6. Winters, the pass to Stewart. And that one's good.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Carter from the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Winters has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Stewart screen on Carter. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Blazers trail by 8. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To the paint. Another steal! Winners, the pass to Stewart.
First personal foul. Team second. At the line for Detroit, Stewart. Isaiah Stewart. 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That's good from Stewart. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Carter. Good on the bucket. Carter's got 42 in the game. Detroit leading by 7. Stewart will screen on Lillard. Stewart outside. Cunningham passes to Winners. Clock at 4. And here's Harris outside. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
But he sinks the second. You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Graham.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
Here's Bottoms. Pass to Harris. From deep three-point land. Portland with a rebound. Lillard outside. Now Grant. And now the Pistons in transition. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line.
Jeremy Grant, second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Pistons. One shot. One shot.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Now here's Carter. Again, the miss by Portland. Pass to Harris. There's the triple. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Now here's Carter. The ball's knocked loose. Cunningham looking around. Harris up top. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Winners. The shot's good. And the assist by Cunningham. point for Prez.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Sharp. Carter from outside hits the trifecta. Carter's got 45 points.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Duran comes in for Stewart, and it's Thompson in for Tobias Harris. Then for Portland, Avdia. He's checked in for Grant. Kamara comes in for Sharp, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Blazers trail by 15. Pass to Holiday. And he gets that one.
Holiday. Assistant. Kamara.
Cunningham with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Carter on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Carter's got 48.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Winters. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. That one's good for 2. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the 4th. Avdia outside. Outside Carter. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Clay took it.
All right, Tim, back in 1996, he led the league in three-point percentage. He shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much...
Go! Another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Clay. Thompson, that is. And at his size, Klingen is always an above-the-rim threat.
The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Cunningham. Now Kamara. Carter on the wing. And he sinks the jumper.
Yeah, Klingen is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
Thompson, a screen on Carter. Cunningham. Cunningham.
Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see it. That's your point guard getting up.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
That misses. Blazers trail by 7. Right side Carter. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Clingan. Oh, the shot is off.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Thompson with it. Clingan's there. Outside Cunningham. Yeah, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
Timeout. He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Thompson outside. Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Avdia rips down the board. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Trailblazers ball.
High post. Another one goes. Incredible. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Kamara down low, working on Thompson. Another bucket. Wow.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Detroit calls timeout. They're on top by 4. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Pistons. 13, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Timeout over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems
I can't wait to see what they throw on here and who they decide to go to.
Here's Holiday. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it doesn't go. So it's Detroit picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it matters most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time to present our player of the game.